Well, very good evening from the Prince Faisal bin Fahd Stadium in Riyadh. It is action from Group A of the AFC Champions League 2022. Match day 3 in this western section. And the defending champions Al Hilal in action against FC Istiklol of Tajikistan, who are yet to register a point in this year's AFC Champions League. 2 defeats for them, bottom of the group. Al Hilal leading the way with maximum points so far. 2 wins out of 2. Sharjah and Al Rayyan, the other 2 sides in this group, they've already played today. They haven't been able to catch Al Hilal, the group leaders. They look to make it 3 wins out of 3 and continue the impressive defence of their title. Plenty of supporters for Al Hilal here. This, of course, is where they're based in Riyadh. They qualified once again as the Saudi Professional League champions, a 17th title, a 4th in a row, a 4th in the last 5 years rather. They hold the record for the number of league titles in Saudi Arabia. They're also the most decorated club in Asia. 64 official trophies, 4-time winners of this competition as well. Only one other side has managed more than 2 wins. Pohang Steelers, 3-time champions. With those 4 victories, unmatched. And they've made 4 other finals as well, so 8 finals in total. Nobody else has played in more than 4. So they are always leading contenders when it comes to this particular competition. They've won 2 of the last 3 editions, of course, beating Pohang Steelers in last year's final by 2-0. They beat Urawa Red Diamonds in 2019. That was their 3rd AFC Champions League title, also winners back in 1991 and the year 2000. And as I mentioned, 2 wins out of 2 so far. They beat Sharjah of the United Arab Emirates on match day 1, that was last Friday, 2-1, the victory there. And on Monday, it was a more comfortable win, a 3-0 victory over Al Rayyan of Qatar to make it 6 points out of 6. And another win here would put them in a very strong position to claim top spot in this group. Just a reminder that only the group winners are guaranteed a place in the last 16, so absolutely vital that top spot is claimed. It's the list of trophies that I mentioned for Al Hilal, so impressive over the last few years. They'll be expecting to continue their winning start to this campaign. They take on an Istiklol side who are playing in their 4th AFC Champions League. It is their 2nd consecutive appearance in the group stages. They have made it through to the tournament in the last 4 years, but in the first 2 of those, they were beaten in the preliminary rounds, 2019 and 2020, but last year they made it through the group stages into the last 16. They lost to Persepolis of Iran. They topped the group, which of course included Al Hilal, who they face again this evening. They beat them 4-1 in the second of the 2 meetings in the group phase. They did lose the first 3-1. But that journey to the last 16 was a really significant moment for the team based in Dushanbe in Tajikistan. They were only formed in 2007. They lost to Al Rayyan on match day 1, 3-2 in that one, and took a lead against Sharjah on Monday, but ended up losing that game by 2-1 as well. Vitaly Levchenko is their full-time head coach, but they have an interim man in charge for the AFC Champions League, just as they did last year. Mubin Ergashev, 48-year-old, who takes the role that he did last year, is also the interim head coach of the Tajikistan national team. He'll be hoping that his team can do what they did last year and cause a really big upset. one of two teams to beat the eventual winners of the 2021 AFC Champions League. A reminder of the other game in this group, Al Sharjah of the United Arab Emirates and Al Rayyan of Qatar. 1-1 draw, that one. Bernard scoring the opener for Sharjah, the equaliser coming from Stephen Nzonzi. So both of those sides, having picked up a win from their first two games, have 4 points. So Al Hilal could potentially go 5 points clear at the top of the Group A table, halfway through the group phase, which would be a tremendous achievement for them. And put them in a really strong position. And as I say, wouldn't be guaranteed a place in the last 16, but would be getting pretty close if they can make it 3 wins out of 3 here, and they'll back themselves, I'm sure, to go ahead and top the group. They have arguably been the most impressive side in the competition so far. They're looking to keep up that excellent form over the next couple of hours, with plenty of backing here. And it is a changed 11 from Ramon Diaz, 4 changes in all. Ali Al-Boulaye comes in to the back line. He'll play at the centre defence. Salam Al-Dosari, Mateus Pereira and Odion Igalo, the former Watford and Manchester United striker, all come in as well. Ahmed Al-Kaf of Oman is the referee for this one, leading the team of 4 officials. And here is the starting 11 for Istiklol of Tajikistan. And it is an unchanged team, with Zalilov, the captain, leading the line. He scored the goal in that 2-1 defeat to Sharjah that gave his side the lead. Only 8 players, including 2 goalkeepers, named on the bench for Istiklol. Captained by Manouche Zalilov, as I mentioned. Salman Al-Faraj is the captain for the reigning champions. They caused a huge upset, not only by winning against Al Hilal last year, but also by winning this group, or the group that they were in 2021, and making it through to the last 16, a really significant achievement. They have been dominating the Tajikistan Higher League, the top division in Tajikistan. They won their 8th title in a row and their 10th overall last year. That is a record. And for the 4th consecutive season, they are taking part in this competition, and the 2nd time in the group phase after being eliminated in the preliminary stages prior to that. This is a big opportunity for Al Hilal to really take charge of this group. Istiklol hoping once again that they can cause a big upset. Moments away from kickoff then. Riyadh expects the defending champions will do what they've been doing so impressively over the last few seasons and going deep in this competition. Will be Al Hilal to get us underway. Odion Igalo leading the line, playing his first game for the club in this competition. He's made a flying start to the league season, scoring plenty of goals in the early stages. Nigerian striker, 32 years old, 7 goals, in fact, in 6 league games since joining from Al Shabab. which is where he went after a brief spell with Manchester United. Played for Watford, Granada, Udinese as well over a distinguished career. Be fascinating to see how he does here. Hoping, no doubt, to get some goals in a competition that he's not been involved in before. It's Istiklol, though, trying to threaten early on. Dangerous ball to the penalty area, and it's knocked behind for a corner. Diaz, head coach of Al Hilal, of course. Talk a little more about his extremely varied career. And there is Vitaly Levchenko, who's the full-time coach. They do have Mubin Agashev on board as well for the AFC Champions League games, but the Ukrainian 50-year-old is the head coach. First corner of the game, and Istiklol going to put some pressure here on the Al Hilal goalkeeper. It's a decent ball into the far post. It's gone behind for a goal kick. Eric Boku. We would have hoped to have done it a little bit better there. An encouraging start from Istiklol. Trying to put a bit of pressure here on the defending champions. Press has been beaten though, and here is Ighalo. First time we've seen him get on the ball in this game. Waiting for a bit of support. Plenty of red shirts now back to try and snuff out the danger. It's nicely worked again. Ighalo's made his way towards the middle, hoping perhaps to get on the end of something here. Danger not yet cleared. A couple of important headers. But Al Hilal can keep the pressure up now. Braik. Mateus Pereira, and here come the defending champions once again. Kano, who's already scored in this season's competition. He's the captain. Kano again. Ball across the face of goal. Goalkeeper got a hand to it. And it's hacked away. Yatimov making sure that he got something on that. Strong hand, and thankfully there were defenders in place to get it away to safety. Al-Sharani taking the throw in, and he's got it back again here. Found Al-Dasari. Looking for the corner. That's what he'll get. Just a suggestion that there may have been a foul in there. Rodion Ighalo stayed on his feet. He was being wrestled there by Kosminin. Pereira with the corner. And a free header at the far post. It's been cleared away. Volleyed back towards goal by Al-Dasari. For his stop play here. And down for Istiklol. It's Rakimov, the number 7. Just taking a blow to the head. Only 7 outfield players on the bench for Istiklol this evening, 2 goalkeepers as well. 6 outfield players, I beg your pardon, on the bench. A couple players less than their opponents. They have left out some of the players who featured in earlier games. Marega not involved this evening. Michael as well, the Brazilian, not included in the squad. They're just starting to control the game here. Matheus Pereira felt that he might have been fouled there. It's a poor pass that has given Al Hilal the chance to come forward again. Here is Matheus Pereira, and he just couldn't quite find the right ball for El Dosari. Mohamed Kano. Matheus Pereira again, formerly of West Brom. One of a couple of players in this starting 11 for Al Hilal that have played in England in recent years. I mentioned their head coach, who has a real global CV when you look at the places he's played and managed over the years. More on that in a moment. Here is Odion Ighalo holding the ball up. The free kick has gone against the Nigerian striker. He's not happy about it. Just backing into the defender. Seems to be what the referee's given the foul for. This was the half chance a few moments ago. Yatimov getting a big hand on it. Fell kindly. From an Istiklol perspective. So Yatimov takes the free kick long downfield. Well, Roman Diaz, who is in charge of Al Hilal, is back at the club where he had a previous spell. A 16-month spell, in fact, between 2016 and 2018. He won the league and cup in 2017 with them. The 62-year-old has managed in Argentina, England, Mexico, Paraguay for both club and the national side, Egypt, Brazil, and the United Arab Emirates. And as a player, former striker who scored 10 times in 22 international appearances. He played in Argentina, in Italy, France, and also in Japan. So really has a varied CV. Managed the likes of River Plate, and fairly early on in his managerial career, Oxford United as well. That was his short spell in England, 25 league games or so. He's gone on to have some big jobs since then. Al Hilal gradually looking more and more dangerous here, and Ighalo is poised, hoping to get on the end of that cross from the captain, Al Faraj. Couldn't quite pick him out, though. Here he is again. Al-Burayek. Mohamed Kano. Free kick given there for the push. 10 minutes gone in this first half. Al Hilal playing at a good pace. They haven't really tested Yatimov just yet, but they've had plenty of possession in dangerous areas. They might be able to make something happen here with Al Dosari. Little touch from Ighalo. Doesn't quite fall back into the path of Al Dosari. One back again here. Hilal on the move once more. Sharani back to Al Bulayi, one of the 4 players brought into the starting 11 by Ramon Diaz. Gustavo Cuellar, the Colombian midfielder, has found Ighalo. Ighalo quite able to find the pass that he was hoping for. They are looking threatening. He's such an effective striker in the role that he's playing here this evening. He's quite strong and he's a great finisher. Proved that already in the Saudi Pro League. Those 7 goals in 6 games so far. Here is Cuellar. Kano. The right sends it forward. Ighalo able to get it under control, trying to put a bit of pressure on Kosimin. Cuellar. Sharaf, a lovely little touch there into Ighalo. Trying to find the space here. Plenty of red shirts back, and it's easily gathered in the end by Yatimov. Starting to dictate the play, dominate possession, Al Hilal. It's a bright enough start from Istiklol, but they are finding it more and more difficult to keep hold of the ball. They are looking fairly solid defensively at the moment. Al Hilal will be patient in their approach and just look for ways to pass their way through the vast numbers, and they might just get the opportunity here. It's a great block, might be a second attempt off the outside of the post. The officials a little undecided about which way the decision should go. Looked like assistant and referee were looking at each other, trying to work out exactly who got the final touch. There was a claim for handball, I think, in there as well. Al-Dasari tried to squeeze it in at the near post. Corner's been given in the end. I'm not entirely sure there was a touch there off a defender. There's an opportunity here. The goalkeeper hasn't been able to get a fist on that. Towards the far post, headed down. Ighalo's in there, but it's going to be gathered again by Yatimov. And that's the best opening that Al Hilal have had so far. It was really well worked. Passed their way through. Quarter of an hour played. Goals so far. Controlled display from the defending champions, who are looking for the breakthrough here. Kano, Al-Dasari, Ighalo. He's trying to link up with Matheus Pereira. Haven't quite managed to get on the same wavelength so far, those two. Matheus Pereira, fairly recent arrival, having been part of a West Brom team that were relegated from the English Premier League. He was a standout performer in that team, though. Scored 11 times, 33 appearances. A struggling team. Certainly a player that stood out. Could play a big part here this evening. That's a good ball from him, just didn't quite find its intended target. And here they come again. And they've got plenty of bodies forward here. It's headed behind for a corner by Chicherin. The pressure increasing here on Istiklol. The corner's been taken quickly. Offside is the call. Salman Faraj certainly doesn't agree. Gallo the target again. Haven't had too many opportunities to get on the ball. Istiklol have been able to get hold of it. Haven't really been able to keep it for too long. Quella. Albaraik. Faraj again, trying to prevent the corner, and they have done this time. Yatimov did well. This was the offside decision. I think that's, well, they might have got slightly wrong. Certainly, Salman Faraj was not happy. They have tried to apply the pressure when they've been in Al Hilal territory. Istiklol forced the corner and got themselves a throw-in deep in the opposition half here. It's whether they can make anything happen. That's a nice ball out wide. The cross, though, from Rabat Shoaib is turned away. Baraik dealing with the danger. Second corner of the game for Istiklol. Remains goalless in Riyadh. Once again, that 6-yard box is really crowded. Ahmed Al-Kaf is going to have to keep an eye on things. Headed back across the face of goal. Kano, it got the ball away, and then hit from distance. Really good effort, and the goalkeeper just about gathering it in time. And what a strike that was from Davronov. And the ball is launched quickly, looking for Odion Igalo. And he's penalised there for a push. Again, he feels the frustration there. But what an effort this was. I think had the rebound been put away, it would have been offside. But Davronov, a tremendous effort. It's a decent save in the end by Abdullah Al-Muyayov. There's the foul from Igalo, according to Ahmed Al-Kaf. Despite being under pressure for much of the opening 20 minutes here, Istiklol have had their moments in this first half so far. But here is Mateus Pereira with a bit of space to run into. Was he pulled back there? He certainly felt he was. Nothing given. Al Hilal just feeling that maybe one or two decisions are going against them at the moment, but they have possession once more. Mohamed Kano slips it in to Al Faraj, the captain. Igalo, Al Faraj is in, and so to El Dosari. What an opportunity. Al Hilal getting closer. It's another corner which has been taken quickly. Al Faraj whips it in, good header away from Zazilov. Shkanta Zazilov was alert to that. Did well. Ball's gone out for a throw-in, but Al Hilal have just had their best chance of the game so far. Lovely flick there by Al Faraj, and he managed to get himself into a great position. It's a good save by Yatimov. The corner was given, and replay shows that he got a vital touch here. El Dosari did pretty well to get the shot away as quickly as he did. It was just good enough from Yatimov, the goalkeeper, to keep it out. Got a crucial touch on it. This time the free kick does go the way of Al Hilal. Little push there by Suleimanov. Quarter of the way through this Group A clash. No goals so far. It's been an entertaining game. Good quality of possession from Al Hilal, and a couple of decent chances at either end. Istiklol have made the most of the little possession that they have had. Tried to be as dangerous as possible. Had some moments in this first half. Crucially, they've kept it at 0-0 as well. Yatimov's been busy. Gathers another one in there. Offside flag is raised. It'll be a free kick. Once again, a pretty tight call. Quella. Mohamed Kano. El Dosari. Al Faraj. So back again here, the captain. Mohamed Al-Barayek finding El Dosari. Mateus Pereira not able to get that one under control. Quella. It's well defended again. For the free kick here, but nothing given. Eric Bochum felt he was fouled. Referee happy with it that time. Here is Quella. Long-range shot lined up by Mohamed Jafali. You can see what Ramon Diaz thought of it. Five minutes gone. No goals yet in Riyadh. Al Hilal been the dominant side, as you'd expect. And Istiklol got a couple of chances. The long-range effort from Davronov was eye-catching. They had a header early on from a corner as well. But Al Hilal do look the more likely to make the breakthrough here. As of yet, haven't been able to. Quela. There's Mateus Pereira. Istiklol again. Dealing with it. Ball's gone out for a throw. Al Hilal very keen to get things moving quickly. Al-Dosari. Al-Faraj. Al-Sharani with the cross. Good header away. Jafali. Baraik. Sharani finding Mohamed Kano. Quela. Baraik. Cross is a deep one. It's going to come all the way across to Al-Sharani. Al-Dosari. Quela. There's Pereira looking for a way through. Carlo so alert on the edge of the penalty area, just waiting for anything to fall his way. Hasn't had that clear-cut opportunity yet. He's the one they've got to keep an eye on as the shot comes in from Al-Dosari, and it was always rising. Quela. Mohamed Kano. You can see what Al-Dosari was trying to do, just couldn't quite pick out Oni Nigalo there. Too much on the pass. Here they come again with Mateus Pereira going for goal. He's certainly capable from that kind of range. Did start to open up for him there. All things considered, Istiklol will be pretty happy with the way things are at the moment. Held off the defending champions so far. Almost half an hour gone. Still waiting for the opening goal. The big question is just how long they can keep them at bay. Whether they can make the most of any little openings. Plenty of blue shirts flooding forward here Pereira, Ighalo both in the middle. It's going to go all the way through, though, to the goalkeeper. Yatimov gathers another. He's certainly been busy. You'd probably say only one really significant save so far. Sari hit the outside of the post and was then later denied by the goalkeeper, Yatimov. He's had the two best opportunities so far for Al Hilal. Davronov's long-range effort, the closest that Istiklol have come to opening the scoring here. Did have a header early on as well. Eric Bochum able to convert from a corner. More of a half chance, that one. Realistically, that is the kind of opportunities that Istiklol are going to get over the course of this match. To try and make the most of them. To stay resolute. Focus defensively, because Al Hilal will just keep coming. Cano. Mateus Pereira. And Ighalo still lurking on the edge of the penalty area. Here is Mateus Pereira. Al-Faraj, lovely little layoff. Here's Ighalo. And that's the kind of position he wants the ball in. There were a lot of red shirts ahead of him, and he maybe just took his eye off it for a moment. It drifted away from him. Might get another chance here, though. Al-Dasari looking to run through it. Ighalo beaten to it by Yatimov. Salilov is just feeling the effects here. Dasari trying to force his way through. It nearly fell kindly for Ighalo. Lovely little 1-2 there between Al-Dasari and Al-Faraj. And the pass to Ighalo just didn't quite stick. Remarkable record in this competition. Winners in 1991, 2000, 2019 and 2021. Four-time runners-up in that period as well. Most recently in 2017. A little pressure here on Cuellar, who has to go back to his goalkeeper. Al-Faraj is losing out there. It's a good challenge. Isaev has already scored once in the AFC Champions League this season. He's beaten to the ball this time, and it's moved on quickly here by Mohamed Kano, and here is Al-Dasari. Mateus Pereira lets it run. Al-Faraj will pick it up. The ball runs through to the goalkeeper Yatimov, who's there again. Right place, right time. Cuellar. Lovely flick from Ighalo. Mateus Pereira just couldn't get that ball under control. Mohamed Kano. Shirani. Al-Dasari. Mohamed Kano was under pressure there. It was the captain, Salilov, who came back and made that challenge. Al Hilal trying to keep the pressure up here with Kano. Al Sharani, free header potentially. Al Faraj takes a touch, gets the shot away, and can't find the target. I think he's saying he just couldn't quite see the ball because of the floodlights, which is why he didn't try and head this at goal straight away. Seemed to lose it, didn't he? Then couldn't get his shot on target. It's a bit of a let-off for Istiklol again. Barak forward to Al Faraj. Faraj again. Mateus Pereira. Cuela. Al Faraj. Shot comes in from Cuela. Resolute defending again from Istiklol. Been fully committed to preserving that clean sheet in this first half, but here's Mateus Pereira looking for Igalo, who's been watched so closely on the edge of that penalty area. Al Faraj. Barak. Faraj again. Might fall kindly here on the edge of the penalty area, but Al-Dasari has had a couple of decent chances in this first half. Couldn't get in on target that time. If Istiklol could cause a bit of an upset here, it would throw this group wide open. If they were to get the win, they'd move to within 1 point of Sharjah and Al Rayyan, who would remain just 2 points behind Al Hilal, the current group leaders. Al Hilal will be keen to extend their winning run here. Be pretty delighted with a 5-point lead at the top of this group at the halfway stage, given that only the top team is guaranteed a place in the last 16. It's a long-range effort again from the man who did cause a few problems with a long-range strike earlier on, Davronov. Not able to find the target this time. Stung the palms of Abdullah Al-Muayouf earlier on in the half. But no issues this time for the Al Hilal goalkeeper. Cuela's ball forward. That's a lovely touch. Suleimanov to find a way through and into the penalty area. Mateus Pereira felt that he was fouled here, and the referee's going back for the original offence. I thought he was anyway. Maybe now he's just reminding Kosminin that he's given away 1 or 2 now. That was the foul. I think actually so was that. Igalo. Ball out wide by Al-Faraj, the captain. Baraik got his ball in. Again, plenty of red shirts back, and they've defended their penalty area well in this first half. Istiklol. Less than 5 minutes of normal time remaining in the opening period, and it's felt a little bit like attack against defence at times. Managed to get out once or twice and have a couple of opportunities, but for the most part it's been trying to stop Al Hilal from breaking through. Quella. Al-Faraj. Might be an opportunity here. Al-Dosari right across the face of goal. Nobody was there to apply the finishing touch. It was somewhere between a cross and a shot from Al-Dosari. It's a tight angle. I think he was just trying to put it across the face of goal in the hope that somebody would be there to turn it in. Great play by him. Yeah, that's a cross. I was hoping that somebody would be coming in at the far post. Al-Dosari loses out this time. Half chance of a counter-attack here for Istiklol. They haven't got too many men forward, and it's a good tackle to prevent Isaiah from getting any further forward. Good work by Quella. Zalilov with the throw. Eric Bochum going for goal. Ambitiously. Saw the opening and decided to try and hit the target. Just by a fair distance. Quella. Al-Faraj. It's a decent looking crossing. Good header away though again. Defending in and around the penalty area has been outstanding from Istiklol, and they might just get a breakaway opportunity here. Captain Zalilov was a little bit isolated. They managed to hold on to it though. Davronov. Kosmin in. Davronov again. Couldn't get the ball out wide this time. We're into the last minute of the regular 45 here in the first half, and Mateus Pereira wins a free kick to Al Hilal. It's just caught there by Mabad Shoaib. Al-Sharani. Al-Dosari. Al-Faraj. Just be time for one more opportunity in this first half. The greatest header there from Davronov. Got away with it though. Will be just the one additional minute in this first half in Riyadh. No goals between Al Hilal and Istiklol. Can they make something happen here? the reigning champions. This is their captain, Al Faraj. It's a good exchange. And Davronov was able to get a foot on it. With a little bit of help from his teammates, the ball is cleared deep into the Al Hilal half. As you can see, goalkeeper able to come up to almost the halfway line unopposed. Everybody back here for Istiklol to get through these final seconds of the first period. It's been a good defensive performance from Istiklol in the first half. They've almost been caught out once or twice. Good goalkeeping performance as well. Yatimov has made a couple of saves. But really, Al Hilal have struggled to create too many clear-cut openings. Not a lot in terms of going forward for Istiklol in that first half, but Bochum had a header, and Davronov had a decent long-range attempt as well. But no goals here in Riyadh in the opening 45 minutes. The defending champions frustrated so far. It is Al Hilal 0, FC Istiklol 0 at the break. Well, welcome back to Riyadh, where the players are emerging for the second half of this Group A clash in the 2022 AFC Champions League. Istiklol of Tajikistan at the moment frustrating the defending champions Al Hilal. Istiklol have had one or two opportunities, but Al Hilal has had the vast majority of the possession, one or two really decent chances. It's been a frustrating evening so far for the Saudi side. Change being made at half-time by Istiklol. They brought on their number 9, Rustam Soyrov, for the start of this second half, which they will get underway in just a moment. Istiklol playing in the red shirts and black shorts, attacking from right to left as you look at it. They did have, as I mentioned, one or two opportunities in that first half, but largely it was a valiant defensive effort, frustrating the defending champions. They did have some good openings. Probably will be frustrated at the lack of clear-cut chances in that opening 45 minutes. Hoping for a breakthrough early in this second half, and that will probably change the complexion of this game. Al-Faraj here, the captain, certainly saw a lot of the ball in that first half. There's Pereira exchanging passes with Mohamed Kano, but it's been given away. But sure, have been able to keep hold of the ball there. Al-Faraj. Jafali finds Al-Bulayi. Eric Bokum, the player, taken off at half-time by Istiklol. Soyrov replacing him, and he's gone to join the captain up front. Al-Baraik now for Al Hilal. Good bit of defensive work again there by Zalilov. Al-Dasari, Igalo, given away again. Breaks down on the edge of the penalty area, as it did so often in that first half. Al-Dasari looking to clip it into the box this time. Quella. Gustavo Quella did well there, just to wriggle away from the challenges. El-Shirani. Gustavo Quella again, the Colombian midfielder, assessing his options ahead. Al-Faraj. The opportunity here, the cross is not a good one though from Al-Baraik. Opening 3 minutes of this second half, pretty much reflecting what we saw in the opening 45 minutes of the match. Istiklol sitting deep, defending well, not allowing Al Hilal any space inside the penalty area, frustrating their opponents. No points from their opening 2 games, so I feel they really need something from this, Istiklol. Certainly don't want to be cut adrift halfway through the group phase. They did make it into the last 16 last year for the first time. are going to have to produce a good performance tonight in this second half to come away with a significant result. The draw between Al Sharjah and Al Rayyan will have helped earlier on today. Certainly both of these sides will have been happy with that outcome, and here come Al Hilal once again. Sent in towards Mateus Pereira. There wasn't much he could do with it, and once again, Yatimov out to claim it. His handling's been good. He was busy in that first half, but it was largely collecting crosses and loose balls, and only had one or two saves to make, really. Surov. Isayev. It's not a bad ball. It's the edge of the penalty area. And this is really well worked. There's just a little bit of uncertainty at the back there. Al-Belayi got enough on him. The goalkeeper was able to gather comfortably. Al-Dasari now. Kano. Shirani's cross and turned in by the captain. Al Faraj gets the goal that Al Hilal have been desperate to find. They've had to be so patient. And in the end, it was the quality of the delivery that made the difference. Al Shirani's ball on a plate for Salman Al Faraj to put away. Timed his run perfectly, got himself ahead of Rakimov, who just didn't react quickly enough. And in the end, it's a fairly straightforward finish. Took it on the volley, still had to put it away. Finally, the deadlock is broken, and Al Hilal, the defending champions, on track for 3 wins out of 3. The 32-year-old with that all-important goal. Although Istiklol threatening at the other end to hit back straight away. Will we see a slightly different approach from them now? Shirani gets it clear. That goal might just open the game up a little bit more. It's Mohamed Kano, Mateus Pereira. Well, that is Al Faraj's first goal in the AFC Champions League since August 2014, when he scored the only goal for Al Hilal against Al Sadd. It's only his 3rd in this competition overall in his career. He also scored in 2013 in a 2-2 draw with Al Duhail. Garlo wasn't too far away from getting on to the end of that cross. You can sense the relief now amongst the Al Hilal players. They've got that goal. And they'll back themselves to control the rest of this game, because they were rarely put under pressure in that first half. They'll have to be aware, because Istiklol did manage to fashion 1 or 2 half chances in that opening 45 minutes without really showing too much intent. So this is by no means a done deal for Al Hilal to make it 3 wins out of 3 and go 5 points clear at the top of the group. they can see this win through, then they've pretty much got 1 foot in the last 16. The defence of their title looks to be in good shape at the moment. Mohamed Kano. Space on this near side now. Here's the goal scorer, Al Faraj, looking for the 1-2. Well, he's got it back again. And Istiklol just couldn't get the final touch, might still be turned in. Desperate defending in the end, but how did Istiklol not get anything on that ball? Still danger here. And into the arms of Yatimov. Istiklol can't believe it. He was stretching, desperate to get something on that. Brilliant again from Al Faraj, the goal scorer. Lovely 1-2 with a couple of players. And Istiklol stretching. Just couldn't find that all-important touch. Second goal, you feel probably would seal it for Al Hilal, even at this early stage of the second half. Istiklol will have to show a bit more intent, and they might get something here. The flag is up for offside, though, against Zalilov, the captain. Well, those fans have pretty good voice now. Al Hilal with the benefit of playing these group games in their home city. They come again with Mateus Pereira. He's looking for Istiklol. Mateus Pereira, who's gone for goal. Yatimov saves comfortably. That's a kind of position where he can be dangerous, and he had some space there. We do have that really significant attacking threat with him and with Istiklol. He's a fine goal scorer, he's proved that in the league this season. Sharani is breezing past players that time, still going, finds Mateus Pereira, who's just shepherded out of play by Chicherin. Mateus Pereira feels it should be a corner. And the change on the way for Istiklol. It's going to be Isaev making way. Zoirov taking his place. Zoirov, the other substitute, chasing that down to keep it in play, which he did do. Baraik intervening. There's Pereira, now Mohamed Kano. Well, Hilal threatening again here, real pace about this counter-attack. Shirani went to ground, referee was well placed and didn't flicker. Zoirov. It's it again here, the man who's just come on. Davronov. It's nicely cut out, an important interception by Albayrak. Here he is again. Finds Mateus Pereira. Igalo. Trying to return it to Pereira, cut out though ahead of the Brazilian. Salinov. Suleimanov. You can see overall possession 78% for the defending champions. What can Istiklol do to change the course of this match now that they have fallen behind? Mateus Pereira. Al-Dasari will keep it in play. Kana making a run. Free kick for handball given against Mateus Pereira. This was a half-hearted penalty claim. Shirani, who was involved, didn't seem to make too much of it. May have been a bit of a coming together, but I think Chicharin got some of the ball as well. It's good enough for the referee, who was pretty well placed to see the challenge. Mohamed Kano. Albayrak. Al-Farash. It's his goal at the moment that separates the two sides here. Here's Mateus Pereira, finds Igalo. Great feet from Igalo. Wasn't the space to get the shot away. Albayrak arriving and beat to the ball by Rakimov. Al-Farash has caught there. It will be a free kick. The yellow card's going to be shown here to Rakimov for booting the ball away afterwards, which is largely unnecessary. Al-Farash not happy with the tackle in general. Rakimov may have picked up a booking anyway, but he booted the ball away after he made the challenge, and that probably made the referee's mind up for him. A little clip of the heels. Booted the ball away in frustration. He actually trod on his shoelace. As I say, booting the ball away afterwards probably confirmed to the referee that the yellow card was required. Mateus Pereira is standing over the free kick. Fresh repairing his footwear. The Brazilian whipping in the delivery. Garlo got a touch on it. Istiklol looking to break away, and they might get a chance to do just that, but Al-Dasari uses his strength to win back possession, and now Mohamed Kano finds Mateus Pereira, who's denied. clear opportunity to double the advantage. And one back by Al-Faraj. And he's gone for the curler, really well saved by Yatimov. Well, he's in the mood now, he's got his goal. More than 7.5 years since the last one, and he could have had a second. He's been penalised for that challenge. Was a little high. He wasn't actually penalised for it. This was the chance for Mateus Pereira a few moments earlier. Good save by Yatimov, who's had a good game. Nothing he could have done about the goal itself. Everything else he's managed to get himself in the way of. Salilov thought he was through there, but the flag has gone up for offside. It's a great tackle by Mateus Pereira. Al-Faraj. Davronov. He held on to that ball a little too long, and no foul according to the referee. Pereira, Salman Al-Faraj, Al-Sharani. Kano was in there, lovely touch there from Al-Faraj. The long-range effort from Cuellar is a long way over the top. Gustavo Cuellar, Colombian international, 23 international appearances. Been with the club since 2019. It's 30 at the end of the year. Hit the target with that effort. There's another change here for Istiklol, who have brought on Imam Nazarov. Dala Imam Nazarov, wearing number 27, 26-year-old defender. The shot is an ambitious one from Suleymanov. Mabashov, as you could see, was not impressed or happy with his teammate there. Al-Baraik. Kano. Abdullahi finding Al-Sharani. Zoirov picking it up. Cuellar winning it back. Faraj chasing this one down. Cuellar gets it. And wins the appreciation. The Al Hilal supporters here who have been singing his name a couple of times this evening. Igalo, lovely layoff. Chance for two. What a chance. Al Dasari so close to probably putting the game beyond doubt. It's a great bit of hold-up play by Odion Igalo. Al Dasari was just trying to place it in that bottom corner. Put it wide. We're going to get a first change. Abdullah Al Hamdan is getting ready to come on for Al Hilal. It'll be their first change, obviously. 3 changes already made by Istiklol. They named a smaller bench than their opponents. Al Hamdan, who scored in the last game, that 3-0 win over Al Rayyan. Might be getting a 20-minute spell or so here, as Al Hilal close in on a 3rd win out of 3 in the group phase of the AFC Champions League 2022. Defending champions. Will be 5 points clear. The rest of the group. Istiklol will remain at the bottom without points, as they can find something in the last 20 minutes. Mateusz Pereira, Igalo's there. Oh, it's a strong challenge just inside the penalty area. Certainly at least one claim there for a spot kick. One back again by Al Hilal. Look at the number of crosses, 29-4 over the course of this match. It has been really quite one-sided in terms of possession. In terms of the scoreboard, there's still some doubt here as to which way this game is going. Al Hilal looks set for 3 wins out of 3. They are desperate for that second goal, just to put it beyond doubt. It would be hard to see Istiklol coming back from 2 goals down at this stage. Quella finds Al Mubarak. Quella again. There's Pereira beaten to it. Quella. Al Faraj. Well, here's the change. It's going to be Odion Igalo to make way. 72 minutes of largely frustration for Odion Igalo, who's had a couple of good touches, but he's been closely monitored by those Istiklol defenders who have just stopped him from doing what he does best. Kosminin in particular, number 17, has been keeping a really close eye on him. Any time the ball's gone near Odion Igalo, he's been there. This was the penalty claim a few moments ago. Al Dasari felt that he was fouled. And it's Al Hamdan, Abdullah Al Hamdan, has come on for Odion Igalo, 22 years old. As I mentioned, has already scored in the AFC Champions League this season. His first goal in the competition in that 3-0 win 4 days ago. Get the chance, perhaps, to add to that tally here. The closing stages, if Istiklol start becoming more adventurous. Mateusz Pereira trying to slip that through. Quella. Al-Faraj. And throwing himself to the ground there. He felt he was impeded. This was gone again here. So we move into the final 15 minutes. Substitute here, theatrically going to ground. I'd have to say there wasn't a lot of the ball taken there by Davronov. Tumble was certainly a little over-exaggerated. Matheus Pereira. It's a good run. Al-Hamdan. Good to get involved here in the 20 minutes or so that he'll get in this game. Here he is again. It's a nice ball out wide. Cross from Al-Barayak is blocked. Al-Faraj. Free kick given. Free kick in a decent position. Quite a long way out. Yatimov will have to be alert, but he will certainly back himself to keep it out, given the kind of performance he's put in so far. Pretty solid from the Istiklol goalkeeper. Tested a few times. Not much you could do about the goal itself. Barayak certainly fancies his chances here. Long way from goal, though. Barayak lining it up and firing it over the top. Another change on the way here. Nasser Al-Dosari getting ready to come on. 23-year-old. Has already scored. It's another one who netted in that 3-0 win against Al Rayyan a few days ago. Second goal in the AFC Champions League, having scored in last season's edition as well. 2-0 win against Pohang Steelers in the final. It's the attempted effort that has gone well wide of the target. Nasser Al-Dosari still waiting to come on. Scored in that final last year, of course, and it was a pretty memorable goal because it came after just 16 seconds, the fastest ever in this competition. A pretty significant moment for him and the team. One of only 2 goals he's scored in this competition so far. Here he comes. Getting ready to come on here for the final 10 minutes or so. It's going to be a bit of a delay. We are into the last 10 minutes of normal time. The defending champions are on track for 3 wins out of 3. Last 16 qualification getting ever nearer. They'll be desperate just to see out the final 10 minutes here. Or is there going to be a late twist? Zalilov has done well. Oh, and nearly found a way through. That was the moment they've been waiting for. So few opportunities, but that was a chance, albeit a tricky one from that angle. They are going to make that change now, and it's going to be Mohamed Kano coming off for Nasser Al-Dosari. Pereira winning the free kick there, felt a tug on the back of the shirt from Kosminin, but this was the moment that they very nearly found an equaliser. What a crucial save from Al-Mulayuf. Nasser Al-Dosari, the ball at his feet. 16 seconds into that Champions League final last year. He scored the opening goal. Hilal going on to win by 2-0. Coelho. Al-Faraj. Al-Barayek exchanging passes. Is it again here, Al-Barayek? Well, what a chance here, though, for a second goal. Really good save. And then curled high over the top. But the substitute there, Al Hamdan, almost getting his name on the score sheet, just about stayed onside. Referee took a tumble on the edge of the penalty area. And Al-Shirani fired it over the top. Knowing look over to the bench there by Matias Pereira when he won that free kick. Went down rather easily. Kosminin did have a big handful of his shirt just prior to that. I don't think it was justified in being given the set piece, as much as it frustrated his opponent. But this is the moment that really could define this game. The first Champions League goal in over 7.5 years for Salman Al-Faraj. At the moment, it's the winning goal. Yatimov, the Istiklol goalkeeper, getting some treatment here. They have got a couple of goalkeepers on the bench. No supporters enjoying themselves at the moment. They had to be patient. And once they got that goal, 7 minutes into the second half here, it's felt like it's not exactly been a foregone conclusion, but they felt like they've been in good control. There was that opportunity, just a reminder that things are not sealed yet. Here's Salam Al-Dasari finding his captain eventually via Al-Hamdan. Al-Faraj couldn't stay on his feet. The ball has been cleared. Good run here. Salam Al-Dasari. They've still tried to push on for that second goal. Istiklol have been resolute in their defensive work. Really only had that one big chance for the captain late in the second half. Zalilov forcing a good save from Al-Muayouf. The Al-Hilal goal. Here's Mateus Pereira. Quella. Al-Faraj. It's a cross which is turned behind for a corner. Baraik delivering it. It's going to be a chance for Al-Hilal just to run down the clock a little bit more. Played with a bit more freedom since the goal. Not been quite as frustrated. They will probably feel they can play better than they have done tonight. Hamdan was in there again. There's going to be a long-range effort, which doesn't trouble Yatimov. It's Istiklol now who are going to have to throw everything forward to try come up with the equaliser. They've stayed in the game. But as it stands, they are going to be pointless after 3 games in this group. Al-Baraik. Free kick given. Nasser Al-Dasari picking up that free kick. More precious seconds ticking away. Less than 2 minutes of normal time remaining. Al-Dasari penalised that time, presumably for handball. He went to ground and I think was just expecting the free kick, so got his hands on the ball. Out for a throw-in. Al-Hilal are going to have to stay focused here for the final few moments. Istiklol, who beat them 4-1 in one of the 2 meetings in the group phase last year. Ended up surprise group winners and into the last 16. Flag has gone up here, though, against the substitute, Nazarov. Just strayed a little too far. Well into the final minutes of normal time now. Just stoppage time separating Al-Hilal from a perfect first half of the group phase. 6 goals scored, just the 1 conceded. 9 points out of 9, 5 points clear of the 2 sides below them, Sharjah and Al Rayyan, who drew earlier on today. Istiklal's chances of finishing top of the group all but gone. There'll be 3 additional minutes to play. Al Hilal just looking to control possession as they have done for much of this game. There is no urgency required now. No need to try and get forward. Looking for the corner, and they will get it. Istiklol field, the last touch there came off Al Sharani. One or two half-hearted appeals, I think, for handball there, but nothing given. Here's the goal scorer, Faraj. Vasari. So they've managed the last 4 or 5 minutes very well indeed, Al Hilal. Such a huge effort put in by Istiklol to keep the score at 0-0 for so long. Had to defend resolutely throughout the game, but they knew they had to go for it at some point. They've had 1 big chance in the second half. They weren't able to take it. And it looks like they are going to come away with nothing here from the first 3 games in this group. And Al Hilal looks set to book their place in the last 16 already. Pereira was fouled. Boot lost in the challenge there. Frustration there for the substitute. Nazarov. This was the handball appeal against Chicherin a few moments ago. Wasn't a huge amount of appealing being done, but 1 or 2 of the Al Hilal players felt it should have been a spot kick. And, Imam Nazarov has now picked up a yellow card for that tackle on Mateus Pereira. The 2nd booking of the game. With Rakimov booked earlier in the half as well. But that's the final whistle. It is 3 from 3 for Al Hilal. The first goal in over 7.5 years in the AFC Champions League for Salman Al Faraj proved to be the difference in the end. 7 minutes after half-time. Took the goal really well. And it was all they needed in the end to make it maximum points from 3 games in this group. They're now 5 points clear at the top of the group table. Looks set to claim top spot, although that is not yet guaranteed. It certainly looks set to make an appearance in the last 16 once again as they continue the defence of their title. They had to work hard for the opening. It was a valiant effort from Istiklol, who battled hard, particularly in that first half, to keep it at 0-0. And once the breakthrough was made, it really did feel as though the result was only going to go one way. There was a late chance for Istiklol to grab an equaliser, but Salman Al-Faraj, with the only goal of the game, helping his side pick up all 3 points here in Riyadh this evening. Final score, Al Hilal 1, Istiklol 0.